League of Legends is one of the most popular online games with millions of fans around the world. Though it can look complex and kind of overwhelming if you don't have an experience with MOBAs, here at Win.gg we prepared an easy guide to help you understand each role in the game. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button for more League of Legends and esports content. Let's start with a top lane. There are two ways to go with the top lane. You can be a tanky frontliner or you can be a hyper carry. As a solo lane, top laners spend most of the early game farming and trading until it's time to join the teamfights. Top laners get a bad rep because this role is considered the least impactful on the game. Don't let that idea fool you, however. A good flank or initiation from a top laner can completely change the course of a game. Objectively speaking, the top lane is the easiest role to learn for new players. The easiest champions to learn in the top lane are Garen, Nasus, and Poppy. These are melee tanky champs that can also do some damage once they get some gold in their pockets. There's no way around it. Better jungler always wins. The jungler is constantly moving around the map getting camps and helping the laners. A good jungler is the one that stays aggressive and proactive throughout the entire game by setting ganks and plays wherever they can. Jungle is not an easy role. You have to keep track of the spawn time of the camps, you must protect your laners, you must set vision, and do all of this while keeping track of the enemy jungler's position. This is a thankless job. Even if you were on top of everything, there's a big chance your laners are going to blame you for their own faults. The most important skill for a jungler is knowing how to path around the map, because an effective route from camp to camp is what makes the difference. Before you attempt to become a jungler, get familiar with the game and keep an eye out for pro jungler streams. Riot Games is making the jungle more accessible for players by expanding the champion pool viable for this role. Warwick, Master Yi, and Rammus are the easiest junglers to learn. Once you learn these three, you can move on to the more complex champions. Mid lane is the most popular role in the game, maybe because this is the role played by Faker, a pro considered to be the best in the world, or because traditionally mid laners are the hyper carries in the team and they're heavy damage dealers like mages and assassins. More recently, however, those tendencies evolved and now mid is a flexible role with even tanks being played in the lane. Because it is considered to be the most impactful role in the game, mid laners are constantly targeted by the enemy junglers. They also demand attention from their own, so you'll never truly be alone on mid lane. The average solo queue mid laner stays in the lane trying to get kills and farm, but the optimal mid laner is constantly roaming. Current world champion Doinb is moving around the map every chance he gets. He's willing to sacrifice his own farm if that means helping the side lanes get ahead. Players like Faker and Bjergsen are also adopting this team-oriented style, so you should think about it too. The best mid lane champions for beginners are Lux, Annie, and Fizz. The second carry is the bot laner, the main source of DPS for the team. Bot laners are also known as AD carries who have their loyal support by their side most of the time. Players usually go for marksman champions and build damage, crit, and attack speed. These champions only really become relevant once they complete at least one item, so if you're a bot laner, chances are that your teammates will donate you the kills so you can get those items faster. This role is relatively easy to learn since your main responsibility is to shoot the enemies from a distance while your team takes the damage. Master the art of farming. If there isn't much action going on, just focus on last hitting. Every minion counts. The best champions to get started with are Miss Fortune, Jhin, and Jinx. Last but not the least is the criminally underrated role in League of Legends. Players seem to believe that being a support is easy, but they couldn't be more wrong. Granted, supports don't have to worry about farming and getting kills, but they have a whole set of responsibilities. Supports are in charge of the vision on the map, they set up and initiate fights, they heal allies, and on top of that, almost every support item in the store is activatable. The best support players are the ones that are constantly poking the enemies and harassing them while doing all those things we just mentioned. Supports should be the playmakers, and they must keep an eye on the entire map. They don't get the glory at the end of the day, but it doesn't make their work less important. There are different types of supports for different styles of plays. It can be a utility support or an initiator. The optimal champion pools includes champions from both styles, so you can pick according to the situation. 3 support champions you must learn are Nautilus, Morgana, and Rakan. Thanks for watching, we hope you learned something and that you already put League to download. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you in our next video.